Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our yearly forecast for 2022. Oh god, it's 2022. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And as always, just keep an open mind. Take what resonates, disregard the rest. Be sure to watch all your signs. And since we are looking so far ahead, a lot of things may not make sense at this time, so do keep that in mind. I am using the Millennium Thoth Tarot deck for you, Capricorn. And at the end, I'll be pulling a few Kipper cards to pulling the overall energy and overall advice for you. For the year ahead, I am going to look at each month of the year. This, again, is going to be very general. If you'd like to get a personalized forecast, I'm running specials on that actually, and that's in the description box below. If you want to get a different kind of personal reading, that's in the description box below as well. And yeah, just keep an open mind. Like I say, a lot of things may not make sense right away because it hasn't happened yet, or nothing's happened to indicate that particular energy. So I would revisit the reading throughout the year to really get the most out of the forecast. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I always forget to say that. And thank you very much for all your wonderful support. I hope everyone's doing well, that you're nice and safe and comfy and happy. They're having a very beautiful holiday season if you're watching this in December. And let's just get started here. What's going on for Capricorn? Capricorn in 2022. Capricorn in 2022. Okay, we are ready. We have January. I don't know why I'm flipping them over because I usually lay them out face down. February. Actually, that's January as well. March. April. May. June. Your reading is a little bit different already, Capricorn. July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups. So as your overall energy, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces influence here. This could be if you have water in your chart. It could be you dealing with another water sign that's going to be significant for you throughout 2022. But as energy, Queen of Cups is very, very loving, very nurturing, very supportive energy. Maybe this could be a focus on your emotional matters in 2022, a focus on family, spending more time with family, spending more time on your romantic relationships, making more significant connections in your life, okay? A focus on healing, recovery, maybe even a focus on spirituality for some of you. Looking at ways to develop yourself as a person, to develop yourself spiritually, develop your intuition. That is also coming up. Motherhood could be a focus for some of you, or just, you know, having children, whether you're male or female. In January, we have the Hangman, but I was also asked to pull the top card for January as well, and we'll look at it in a second. So with the Hangman in January, this is, again, it's a time of going within. We have the energy of Pisces, okay, with that Neptune energy there, but it's a time of going within, reflecting. This is where we take a step back, we assess what's in front of us and try to figure out what we want to do with that information, okay? It's a time of gaining new understandings, a new perspective on things, putting yourself in someone else's shoes. It could be a time of very open and vulnerable conversations. Is also coming up within your romantic relationship or within a family dynamic, within friends, circles, okay? It could also be a time of just, like I say, just taking pause, taking a step back, focusing more on what is truly important. This could also be a refocus or a reprioritizing of what is important to you in your life, okay? So you might be pulling away from some things and moving towards others or moving closer to others, okay? With the Hangman, we also have the Four of Swords, yeah. Contemplation, solitude, a focus on spirituality, a focus on healing, recovery, bringing peace into your life, bringing peace back into your life. Physical recovery, that could also be what's coming up here. But this is also mental and emotional as well. It's a time of voluntary pause. In preparation for a new beginning for yourself, okay? I also see that. In February, we have the King of Cups. They are princes in this deck. The King of Cups, so again, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energies, and you have the Queen and King of Cups in your reading. So for some of you, either making a very significant emotional connection throughout 2022, I almost said 2021, or this is just saying that your focus is going to be on your one-to-one relationships, romantic one-to-ones, but also one-to-one relationship with a family member, a one-to-one relationship with a friend. You want to bring more depth into your emotional bonds, or you want to bring more depth into your connections in general, okay? So pulling away, the Hangman, Four of Swords, pulling away from things that are shallow, superficial, you do them because you're told to, or, you know, it's tradition, but you don't really, your heart isn't in it, right? You're pulling away from those types of energies. But yeah, water sign might be very significant for you in 2022, whether it's a romantic partner, a romantic interest that will become a romantic partner, someone you meet and just hit it off with, a friend, someone who's in your corner, someone who always has your back, okay? It's a very strong one-to-one bond. In March, we have another prince. We have the Prince of Wands, so the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There is a sense of independence, creativity, focus, drive, determination. For some of you, you're beginning a new job, or this is promotion, and it's a leadership type role. We have the energy of Leo here that might be significant. I also see travel for some of you, going back and forth, or just being very, very busy. A lot of people want your attention. You have to I also see like put out a lot of fires throughout the month of March. It could be a more social time for you. I'm also seeing important meetings with figures of authority, boss figures, advisors, that sort of energy, but you're very charismatic, so believe in yourself, believe in your idea if that's something that you're pitching or presenting. Believe in your plan, what you're trying to do, and just let confidence shine, okay? Because people are going to find you very charismatic. They're going to be drawn to you. They'll want to work with you. They'll want to support you. They'll want to back you up, okay? So whatever the case may be. It could also be a very passionate time for those of you who are single or open to that. Like I say, it could be a very social time, okay? You're going out, you're dating a lot. Or the focus is on passion in your life in March. In April, we have the Star, Aquarius energy. There's some sort of a yes answer. So if you're applying for something or asking for something with this charismatic energy of the King of Wands, you're going to get a very positive response, a very positive answer to that application, to the question, to the whatever, an outcome to the interview, whatever this is, okay? This is a yes answer. This is green light. This is wish come true energy, okay? So whatever it is that you're taking time to contemplate, should I begin this or not? Should I change course or not? And you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to give myself a chance. I'm going to take a chance on this. This is confirming to you that you're on the right track. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. This is part of your life path and purpose. And there's a sense of deep fulfillment, okay? A wish is coming true. And you're getting what you are asking for. You're getting what you're manifesting. It's coming up. It's coming true, okay? There's, again, the energy of healing, independence, standing alone, not necessarily that you're walking away from the world, but you're relying on yourself. This could also be physical healing. Again, I'm getting that. So if there's been any sort of issues, there's physical healing there. There could also be some sort of a makeover or a shift in the body, or how the world sees you, how you present yourself to the world, with the Star card there, okay? A lot of attention coming your way, very positive attention, so just be discerning with the opportunities that you're taking. Not all of them are going to take you towards your goal, okay? Some of them are just going to distract you. I also see long distance relationships being a focus, whether they're romantic or otherwise, or online relationships a focus. In May, we have the Ten of Cups. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. With the Ten of Cups in May, there's some sort of a reunion. There's family gatherings. There's celebration, attending weddings or christenings, baptisms, that kind of energy there. Okay. This could be your wedding or renewal of sorts. Okay. For some of you, expanding the family, or you get to bring the baby home. It could be taking a relationship to the next level, okay? Whatever that means to you, wherever you are now, it's going to the next level. It's very happily ever after energy, so whatever this wish is coming up for you with the star card there, it gives you such a deep sense of joy and fulfillment. And again, it's attached to a water sign potentially. So it could be new home, it could be beautifying the home, making it more comfortable, expanding the home, with this energy as well. A wish to do with pregnancy, a wish to do with family, however that makes sense. That's what you're experiencing in May, okay? It's a culmination, it's completion, it's here, it's real, it's for everyone to see, and there's celebrations of it, okay? People are coming together to celebrate whatever this wish come true is, whatever this accomplishment is, for you. Yeah, and it definitely could be marriage proposal, all that kind of stuff, okay? If it's something going on with work, then it's your it's the type of energy where your team is like your family, okay? There's a lot of support there. There's a lot of admiration. It could be a successful completion of a project, or a successful completion of a task, a trial period. And this is just being welcomed into the fold permanently, right? If that was a question. And it's a lot of celebration once again. In June, we have art, and this is temperance energy. So temperance is the energy of Sagittarius. And this is a new balance that is struck in your life. So for some of you, you could be, I don't know, your wish might be around, your focus, what you decide you want to do might be around, you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can go back to work after having had a child. And this is just finding that sweet balance where you're on top of everything. This is your new normal. You're comfortable. You know what you're doing. All the pieces fit together, etc. If it's, I'm seeing like, if this is you starting a relationship with someone or moving in with someone or anything like that, this is where things are seamless, all right? You're discussing, splitting responsibilities or tasks or chores, but everyone's on the same page. Everyone wants to work together. This is meeting in the middle, okay? If there's been any conflicts or any disagreements or anything like that, temperance is saying compromise can be achieved, okay? You can have compromise. Now everyone's ready to give a little, to open up a little, and to meet in the middle towards a higher purpose, okay? You might be meeting a Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius might be significant in your life in the month of June as well. If you're experiencing any sort of delays with paperwork, with travel, just know that it's a divine timing issue, which means it's better that it doesn't happen at this time. It needs more time to grow. It needs more time to develop. Things have not lined up yet. You would not have a good experience if it were to happen when you wanted to. So just try to be patient. Patience is key in June as well when you're experiencing anything to do with delays. Do what you can, but when you reach that point where there's nothing else you can do, but there's still delays and tiny obstacles and blockages that are outside of your control, just try to do your best with it, okay? It doesn't mean no. It doesn't mean you're getting rejected. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It just means if you gave it a little bit more time, it could be such a better experience for you, okay? So it takes a little bit of trust, it takes a little bit of faith, and just kind of try to navigate your way through it, okay? In July, yeah, look, we have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is what happens when we give into worst case scenarios in our heads, okay? We feel stuck, lost, at a loss, like nothing's gonna happen. For the most part, I'm seeing this as a fear. Because of this delay that's happening, you're going into worst case scenarios, and you're going into negative thinking, and you're going into lack mentality. Okay, and you're telling yourself exactly what I said. It's never going to happen. I'm being rejected. This isn't going to come up. This isn't going to come true. Try to be very mindful of your mindset in July in particular, because there may be some delays, there may be some obstacles and some setbacks, okay, but like I say, they are divinely guided to be that way, okay. Things are happening on divine timing. And with the Five of Pentacles, this is telling you that you have options, you have solutions, you have support available. Use that as you're going through this time of chaos, change, transition. You don't know what things are going to be, because that's the energy of a 5, okay? It's change, and it's the chaos that is ensued. And we can get lost in what's leaving, or get lost in what's not working anymore, and we end up in the Five of Pentacles energy, or the Five of Cups energy. Or we can just try to flip it and be like, okay, well, this is happening. All right, what can I do about it? What can I get out of it? What's my silver lining? How can I turn this around in a positive direction? Do you know what I mean? As opposed to trying to recapture what is not happening, saying, okay, it's not happening. What else can I do with it? That switches the focus. It switches the mentality. And you start to see options and solutions, as opposed to losses and negativity. Does that make sense? So be mindful of July. There might also be, again, I'm seeing it as a result of this temperance card here. So if money's not coming in when it should, if a contract's not coming in when it should, or even when it was agreed, okay, but for whatever reason there's delays, divine timing, it needs more time. It could be better if it had more time, okay? So try to keep that in mind, okay, and just navigate your way through July. It's only temporary energy. There's support available to you. No, you're not on your own. No, you're not alone. No, you're not going to lose everything. There's support available to you. There's options available to you. Use them, okay, as the guidance until things line up just as they need to be, okay? It's only temporary. In August, we have the Three of Swords. For some of you, there's you're taking something personally, and you're blaming yourself for something. That's how I'm seeing this Three of Swords, okay? You're taking something personally, and you're blaming yourself. This can be breakup, this can be separation, it can just be disappointment, more of the Five of Pentacles energy. But you're putting it on you, is what I'm seeing, okay? Or someone else is blaming you, but I'm seeing you doing that to yourself. It's an unfair situation. Yes, it is. However, again, the focus is, feel what you're feeling, let it out, okay? Process it by all means, but don't get lost there. If something's not coming together the way you want it, when you want it, or just not coming together at all, trust that it's for a reason. You have that Temperance card there. It's for a reason, okay? Either it wasn't good for you, it would have ended up hurting you rather than helping you. There's a reason for it, okay? There could also be a separation going on in terms of someone having to go away for work, for study, for other responsibilities. And you're feeling like, okay, I'm left on my own. We had this balance going on, and now I'm left on my own having to deal with everything. It's longing for the other person. It's missing that person, whether they're a romantic partner or, someone you just had that very close one-to-one bond, and you were always there for each other, supporting each other and helping each other. So take this as a test, take this as a challenge, challenge yourself. Let's see if I can figure this out. Let's see if I can do this by myself for the time that I have to. It's not permanent, okay? So just keep that in mind. Don't beat yourself up over anything. Let's keep going here. In September, we have the Seven of Cups. So it takes you a little while, but eventually you start looking at other options and other possibilities. You're opening yourself to options and possibilities, okay? Because you're coming out of this negativity a little bit, all right? So this could be talking to people, getting yourself out there, looking at what kind of jobs are available on the market, looking at ways of making money, brainstorming, okay? This is the energy of the Seven of Cups. You could also be dealing with a lot of offers and opportunity all hitting you at the same time, and it just creates a little bit of confusion because it overwhelms you. And if that's the case, just try to ground yourself, okay? Put it on paper, write it down. That helps ground the situation, and it helps you gain some clarity over it. So take it out of your head, put it down on paper, and that will clear up your choices for you, okay? But you are looking for options and possibilities. Be mindful of misunderstandings in September. You might be misunderstanding other people. Other people might be misunderstanding you. Make sure the communication is clear, concise, and to the point. But you do have options. You do have possibilities to entertain. Scorpio energy might be significant as well. In October, we have the Fool. So finally, this fresh start, this new beginning, you're freeing yourself from this period of lack with one of these options of the Seven of Cups, okay, that's presented to you. So something that is discussed in September, something that is offered, something you're looking at, something you're thinking about in September, turns out to be a really amazing opportunity. You're choosing it and you're running with it, okay? So it could be new home, it could be new status, okay? You decide, you know what, I want to be single, or you know what, I'm going to take a chance on this long distance thing and I'll move to where you are. I didn't want to, but that's what I decided I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. This could be taking a chance on someone new that you meet. It could be the energy of falling in love or falling back in love. It could be a brand new job or brand new career. The Fool, major arcana is talk about changes or events that impact multiple areas of our lives. So if you're changing your job, with the Fool energy being there, it's likely you're changing everything about your job, or you're changing your career altogether, or you're changing where you live because of a new job. So it's impacting several areas of your life, and that's what this is. And it involves having faith, and it involves taking a chance. So it looks like you're having a bit of a test in the middle point there of the year, June, July. That has to do with, it's like a test of faith, right? Do you trust your angels and your guides? Do you trust the universe to bring you what you're trying to manifest as it's best for you, not necessarily as you think it should be? Do you trust the co-creation process, okay? And that could also be that balance, okay, with the Temperance card there. And by October, you're there, okay? So it's a new source of making money, new love in your life, a new place to live, brand new career, a whole new lifestyle, okay? For some of you, you're changing your lifestyle altogether. In November, we have the Knight of Cups. So love offers coming in, proposals, someone pouring out their heart to you, a deepening of love connections, new love connections. This could also be job offers that you're in love with, okay? That's the kind of energy that the Knight of Cups can bring in a work sense. It's something that it looks amazing. It gets you all hopeful. It gets you all teary-eyed and excited. It looks perfect. It's everything you ever wanted. That's the kind of energy that the Knight of Cups brings. It's very dreamy like energy, okay? Knights can also talk about changes in travel. Cancer energy might be significant. It could be that you're reuniting, okay, because you have this water sign here, okay? So it could be that, especially if your partner is a water sign, there could be some distance in the middle part of the year because of work, because of other responsibilities, because of I don't know what, or they're moving their job to a different city and it doesn't make sense to commute every day. So you know what I mean? There's something along those lines, and it upsets the balance that you had going on. And as you're trying to figure everything out on your own where you are, and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself and you're blaming yourself for some reason, okay, because this isn't something that you do with the Temperance card. It's external. It's meant to happen. And then you start thinking about the possibilities. Would it be so bad if I moved there? Would it be, would it really be the end of the world? Is it really that big of a change that I'm making it out to be, okay? Because I feel like this is happening because you're very attached to how things were. 10 of Cups, you're like, okay, I'm good, this is perfect, let's keep this up. And then that is upset. The balance of that is upset. And you're attached to that. You're like, no, I want that back. And so you're resistant to change. And when you're starting to entertain the possibilities, you're being more open, becoming more open to taking a chance. And there could be that you follow this person, you follow your partner, or vice versa. and you give yourselves a brand new beginning in a whole new place, okay? And it's like back to the love is still there, the balance is still there, you have each other still, okay? And it's a deepening of that connection. So I do see that happening for a lot of you. In December, we have the Eight of Wands. So I'm seeing the Eight of Wands as, okay, once again, full speed ahead, we're good, we got this. This is a lot of movement, communication, could be short distance travel, could be going back and forth a lot. We also have the energy of Sagittarius there. It could be long distance travel for some of you. Very fast paced month, very busy month is December, and I feel like you want to see everybody, or everybody wants to see you. But it's like, okay, I can now settle into this new balance that we've created for ourselves, okay? And if this isn't something that involves another person, once again, it's a situation where you take some time, you figure out what you want to do, you start that process, you take a chance, it works out for you, it's amazing. You feel like, oh my God, this is great, this is perfect, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I want to be here for the rest of my life. Something happens because it's meant to. It upsets the balance. Something is taken away. Someone is taken away. There's separation that is put into the situation. There's conflicting schedules. There's being pulled in different directions. There's pause in communication. There's a breakdown, a break up. There's a something happening. A loss of sorts. And we're human and we do get attached. And when you get to the Ten of Cups, you don't want to let that go. And you don't want to give up hope on the fact that you can have that back, right? But the truth of the matter is, it came, you experienced it, you're meant to keep it moving with the Ten of Cups, right? 10 is like a transitory energy. It's completion, but we're not meant to stay there. If we stay there, things become stagnant and stale and dead, okay? We're meant to get there, celebrate, feel that completion and that fulfillment, and then move on, start over with the 1, okay? After the 10, you move on back to the 1. And it looks like you're going through a bit of crisis of faith. You're going through a bit of why me, God type energy because of this attachment to what you've achieved or what you have glimpsed that is possible for yourself, right? And it's like, no, I want that back, and it has to be in this place, and it has to be with this person, and it has to be in this company, and it has to be exactly as it was, okay? And that attachment is what is creating more pressure and delays. It takes you a little while, and by all means, you know what I mean? If you have to process your own emotions, and this is also going further back to attachment issues, to abandonment issues, that is what is being triggered. That is why you're taking it so personally, and it's hitting you so hard, okay? So you've got some personal transformations going on there as well. You start opening up to the possibilities. Okay, what if? Because there are options presented to you with Seven of Cups, and you're like, first you're like, no, I don't even want to see him, I don't even want to entertain him, I don't need options, I'm gonna get this back. Slowly but surely, you're now starting to entertain the possibilities with the Seven of Cups. Okay, let me see what you've got going on. Okay, what are you suggesting? And you're starting to have those conversations. And actually, one of those opportunities or offers is looking pretty good. You know what I mean? So you're taking a chance. You're going full speed ahead. And before you know it, you're back to feeling happy, content, fulfilled, and like full speed ahead. You know what you're doing. You know where you're going. Things are just coming together for you. No more blockages, no more delays. Why? Because you're on the right track. And that's the whole reason that this temperance energy happened, okay? Divine timing. And in order for you to have this shift, this adjustment in the course of your life, okay? Because why? Because this other path is so much better for you. This other path is everything you've been trying to manifest. You thought you already achieved what you were trying to manifest, but that was transitory. It was temporary. So they're bringing you on a different path where you can have what you're trying to manifest, and then more, because it can grow, it can develop. This was a dead end. It felt amazing, it was beautiful, but it wasn't going to last. Does that make sense? And so that's why you were put on this brand new path. So, I mean, Capricorn, some curveballs in there, but you're being guided and you're being protected. It's not like, again, I get this feeling like, no, you're not left on your own. No, you're not being abandoned. No, you're not, being punished for anything. So I want you to remind yourself of that when you're going through these hard times, when you're going through this confusion. And just, again, try to ride out the energy. Try to see where it's trying to take you. At least entertain it, because you'll see this could happen a lot quicker, right? You can skip the 2 months. It can only be a couple of weeks of sorrow and confusion, and then you can get out of it. You know what I mean? It's up to you. That's what divine timing is. and how long it takes for the lessons to run, okay, for you. But I mean, the point is there's a massive shift, and you're being put on a new path that is what you've been trying to manifest, okay? The first one was a false positive. The first one was a false positive. The second one, this other path that you're trying to be they're trying to put you on, your guides, your angels, spirit guides, okay? That's what you're trying to manifest, okay? That's your manifestation. That's your happily ever after. That's way better for you. And this could even be, because you have two kings, this could even be where you're going out of a relationship and you thought that was your happily ever after, but actually they're putting someone new into your life. Maybe you're going from a water sign to a fire sign, because this new person is actually your happily ever after. Does that make sense? Same thing with jobs. You thought one was the one, the dream, that's it, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And for whatever reason, it's not happening, it's not coming together, or it is coming together, but then it's ending. Okay, and you're like, why? And is that confusion? What just happened? Why did this happen? Because this other path was your happily ever after, is your happily ever after, okay? So I'm going to leave it there because I'm repeating myself. Alright, so let's see from the Kipper deck. Overall energy and advice for Capricorn in 2021. Overall energy and advice in Capricorn. Overall energy and advice for Capricorn in 2022. If I said 2021 throughout the reading at any point, I do apologize. I still haven't, switched it in my head. Alright, bottom of the deck, unexpected income. So see, it's unexpected. That's the Temperance card for you. That's the divine timing element. That money, that coin, that pentacle, if you want to look at it as that, that's your happily ever after. And it's unexpected, meaning it's coming to you from an unexpected source in an unexpected way, which is why it's very important to keep an open mind, to try not to get too attached to anything, no matter how good it feels, okay? And I know it's easier said than done, but especially when it's like the universe is pushing, you might literally be feeling like you're pushed or squeezed into a corner or backed into a corner, okay? Because number 9, you're supposed to go in a different direction, because that's where your true happily ever after is, okay? You may think you find it at some point in the year, you may think you've already found it now, and as you're going into the year, it starts to get shaky, or it just goes away altogether, or it just doesn't fulfill you anymore all of a sudden, whatever the case may be, and you're starting to think, why, what is happening, what the hell's happening? Well, it's because your true happily ever after is someplace else, with someone else, in a different kind of job, in a different place, in a different situation, in a different dynamic. Does that make sense? And this could even be internal, where it's a lifestyle change. Something that used to make you happy and healthy and fulfilled just is no longer working, doesn't fulfill you, or it's actually starting to hurt you, your health, okay? And when you take a step back from being attached to that lifestyle, okay, when you take a step back and you're like, okay, what else is available to me that I could try, maybe it works better. When you get to that point, you find the solution, and then it's your happily ever after, okay? Then it's what's meant to be for you in order for you to be happy, healthy, and fulfilled, okay? All right, what else we have? We have courthouse. For some of you, I do see breakup or divorce. And again, it's divine timing, okay? Don't blame yourself. Don't take it that personally, okay? For those of you, this is definitely dealing with contracts, official commitments. I am also getting a sense of judgments being made. It's external. You don't get a say, okay? So it can be a decision comes from above and then the job's gone, or do you know what I mean? But again, it's external to you because it's divine timing. Sudden wealth, see? I get sudden wealth and if I can talk, and unexpected income. Your abundance is someplace else. You have 11 there. Your abundance is someplace else, okay? Not where you think you find it. Something could be coming up and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And you're like, okay, I want to do this for the rest of my life. This is it, okay? But the message is actually, no, There's something else for you. There's something more for you. Okay, so why would you try to hold on to that tiny little thing when there's something so much bigger for you, okay? We have coffin. Yes, some things are going to come to an end in your life in 2022. I'm not seeing literal deaths, but you never know. But I'm not seeing it in the cards. So what I mean is, it's not something that's going to be close to you, okay, or affecting you. It could be something you hear about, and that's normal. It's life. But a lot of endings, okay, or one massive ending. And if you're changing your lifestyle, that's a massive ending. Do you know what I mean? So it's that kind of energy. But it's for the better. You see how you have 19 there, and it adds up to a 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. And then we have thoughts, number 16. There's a lot of contemplation that's going to go in to whatever the situation is when it starts to get shaky, okay? With the thoughts card, again, this is Five of Pentacles. Be careful of your thoughts, because they can either show you possibilities and solutions, or they can show you lack and loss and depression. Okay, so throughout 2022, always, but throughout 2022, especially when you start to hit something that looks like a bad time, a big loss, something falling apart, be mindful of your thoughts. Your reality will be what you think of it, okay? What you think, you create. And I mean, yeah, if you see just the loss and the endings, there will be more of loss and endings in your life. If you take time to process it, feel the feels, right? Work through them, and then try to say, okay, but I'm working through this. I'm not happy. I'm acknowledging how I feel. And yes, I'm taking my part of responsibility in the situation, but I know it wasn't all me, okay? Or some things were just not within my control, so I'm not going to blame myself. I want to be fair. And then, okay, what else can I do here? As soon as you start getting yourself into that position of, okay, what can I do with this? What else is available to me? What is the silver lining for me in the situation? That is when you see a way out and a way to your true happily ever after, okay? So I'll leave that with you. It's a lot, but I'll leave that with you, okay? Definitely come back and revisit the reading throughout the year, because that way you can see kind of what's transpired already, and you can look ahead to see what's to come. Still give yourself a little bit of a heads up, a little bit of a reminder of, periods that might be a little testy or a little trying, just to get yourself prepared and in the right mindset, okay? Because again, that's very important for you. But it looks like an amazing year, Capricorn. You might be taking some detours here, but that's all they are, okay? And the ultimate destination is what really matters, okay? It's your true happily ever after. So try to release attachment to an outcome. Try to release attachment to a place, person, situation, if I can talk, job, circumstance, whatever. And just be open to receiving what is truly meant for you and your highest good, and what will truly make you happy and fulfilled, okay? Because that's exactly what's trying to come in your life, all right? And like I say, it doesn't mean breaking up for all of you. It doesn't mean divorce. It could just, like I say, there was that particular scenario where your spouse or partner is taken to a different place, and you don't want to leave where you're at, okay? And you're trying to make it work with the distance, but it's not happening. And eventually you open up to the possibility of going over there and trying it out, testing it out. And it's going to turn out to be the best decision you ever made, okay? For your relationship, for yourself as a person. The new place is great. You have more options and possibilities. Do you know what I mean? So take that as you will. I'll leave that with you, all right? But I hope you have a fantastic year ahead. It sure looks like it, all right? If we try to stay open and just go with the energies as opposed to against them. Thank you, everyone, for your support. I hope you have an amazing year ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.